Well, hello to everyone joining us here at Invictus Racing League. We are kicking off with a brand new season, but we are not quite there yet. This is, of course, pre-season. We are now in Season X. It's the 10th season of Invictus Racing. And I'm Energy Dan. I'll be your commentator and host for this evening to bring you this wonderful affair. And joining me in the comms box for this season is, of course, the Welsh wonder, James Hook. How are you, James?
Hi, not bad. Thank you for having me, Dan. How's it going?
Yeah, very well, mate. Really excited about this. What about yourself, mate?
Yeah, looking forward to seeing a lot more of the races this season. As you already know, I come in after Italy last season, started watching the streams, some really good races. I'm looking forward to see how the drivers develop and see who's going to be taking the championship this season. It'll be very interesting.
It will, mate. Yeah, I mean, Lozak out. Obviously, he's gone up to Formula One. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see exactly. I think TB's still going to be game for contender for the championship there, like. But before we go too much into what we think could happen, do you fancy just giving our viewers a quick refresh of the teams and racers ahead of this pre-season test? If that's all right with you, mate.
Yeah, that's fine. Right, so to start off with, we got Rimac and JSP1299 in the Silver Arrows of the Mercedes. In the Ferraris, we have RNJS and Jim Laguna. In the Red Bull, we got MJ Coupe and, sorry if I get this wrong, is it Meglapi?
Nope, perfect. Well done, mate.
Cool. In the McLarens, we got Delange and Sab. In the Renault, we got RG and Jacob. In the Haas, we have Hammerstone and Tony Y. In the Alfa Romeo, we have Tanker and Gasto 05. In the Racing Point, we have TB and Tipsy Hobbit. In the Toro Rosso, Ferocious Stan and Alex B. And in the Williams, we have Matty and Mr. Steen.
Perfecto. So, hopefully there'll be no changes before the start of the season, but I mean, there are a couple of reserves in tonight. But yeah, so it's going to look like a good season here. Now, of course, if you were listening for the season announcement, you lucky people will know exactly what we've got coming up this season. But if you weren't able to catch it, I'll just give you a quick rundown now of the tracks that we're going to see kicking off in Season X. Now, the first one, which is a bit of an evil one actually, is actually Japan. So the Land of the Rising Sun for Suzuka. What do you think of that one, James?
Not one of my favourite tracks.
No, mine, mate, no, mine. But then onto a good one actually, which is Abu Dhabi. I really like this one. Not many people do, but yeah. Then onto Abu Dhabi. Probably an F1 favourite after that for round 3 is of course Spa. I'm not sure who doesn't like Spa. I'm sure someone out there doesn't, but always great for commentating on and watching back, or for our viewers. So that'll be an exciting one. As is Spain for round 4. A very technical circuit, very tricky. I don't know what you think about Spain, mate, but I'm super excited about that one.
Yeah, I like Spain. It's quite a good track. Difficult to drive, I think, but it's good when you get your rhythm. It's a really good track.
Yeah, I totally agree, mate. And then, of course, Germany. Absolutely love Germany. Apart from the last sector, that twisty sector 3, as you're coming round towards the finish line, it's just it's horrendous. But if you get it right, it's brilliant. Then, of course, on to Brazil. Brazil, of course, is one of my favourite tracks. Absolutely love it. And then that, of course, brings us to our mid-season break. And then to kick it off in round 7 is actually Hungary. Probably another racer favourite, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I haven't really raced too much around Hungary, so I'd be a complete amateur.
Right, okay. And then Italy. Probably my most boring tracks ever, to be honest with you. I really don't like Italy. You know, the Temple of Speed, as they call it. Then on to Canada. I quite like Canada. Yeah, it's a good track. And then, of course...
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like it. It's good. And then round 10, you'll know this. My all-time favourite is Singapore.
Yes, I do know Singapore. And I know it's your favourite track as well.
Yeah. And then, of course, probably a favourite for most of the drivers is of course, Britain, for Silverstone. Now, I struggle around Silverstone. I don't know about you, mate.
I don't know. It's one of the tracks that I love but I can give or take. If I have a good day, I feel I'm quite content with it. But if I have a bad day, I have penalty after penalty after penalty all through turn 1. I always pick them up on turn 1, and turn 2 and 3, and that's it.
Yeah, I
don't get anywhere else.
And then
but it's just them 3 first corners.
Kicking off the last circuit, which I think is really sadistic, to be honest with you, is Monaco. So if there's any title fights left to do in Monaco, that's going to be super interesting. It really is.
Yeah, it's a case of there's going to be no overtaking in Monaco, really, unless you're in the pit lane, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be overtaking the pits, basically, isn't it? I can't remember the last time I saw a race where there was a decent overtake, even in the modern era of F1. It's just...
You're gonna be brave if you try and do the DRS straight on the start finish. That's a brave move. But
yeah, it is.
Again,
it is.
people are gonna try it, especially if it's a title opportunity.
And that brings us on to tonight's track, which is of course Bahrain, the Battle of the Desert. What do you want to say about Bahrain?
I enjoy the track. I really do like Bahrain. Again, I'm one of these drivers where I struggle to find rhythm, but as soon as I find it around Bahrain, I'm set to go. I'm just like in my groove. I do really like it. Third sector is a little bit difficult because you've got the fast swoop in right corner. But yeah, no. If people got the right setup and and are comfortable with the downforce of the car, there shouldn't be any problem at all.
Yeah, so it looks like the drivers just getting in the cars now, about to fire up their engines, ready for the qualifying session of pre-season, season 10. Super excited by this, I can't wait. Seems like it's been an age between seasons, it always does. So it's finally here.
Yeah, I think with it doesn't seem that long for the drivers, because obviously they're still practicing, and this is a pre-season test for Bahrain. They would have been practicing morning, noon and night to nail it, and it feels like an age for the viewers and for us too commentating. Like, come on, we're counting down the days, marking them off the calendar, but for the drivers it's just like day in, day out, practice, and it just flies by. It's mad. But yeah, no, like you said, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, it really is. It really is, pal. So, I really hope we have a decent race today. I'm sure we will. Just waiting for the guys to actually fire up those engines, and then we'll be on our way. But yeah, Bahrain, guys, while we're waiting for it, it's 15 corners. There's 3 DRS zones, two of which are linked together as a buy one get one free, as I like to call them. So you've got the home finish straight, and then you've got the DRS zone between turns 3 and 4, which is the relatively short one, and then of course the back straight between 13 and 14. People need to be really fast between turns 11 and 12, because the DRS detection zone for the last one is just before turn 13, so that's where it will count. Breaking the DRS round here is super difficult. Let's see who's coming out first.
Especially when there's 2 or 3 people coming at the same time.
Try and spot who comes out first. Let's get my track map up also.
Yeah, we used to do the same thing.
So we've got a Mercedes about to come out. Let's try and look who's going to be the first one. Looks like we've got TB out in front in the Racing Point. Nope, it must have been Tipsy Hobbit, also known as Jake, who's going to be super quick this season. I know we've seen a lot of Jake over the off-season, and he's a formidable racer, but he's just coming out on hard, so obviously he's just going to be setting a bit of a banker lap. Always good to set a banker lap. So I always find the hards really difficult to warm up round here, though.
Yeah, they take about 2 or 3 laps to warm up, so if, like you said, a banker lap is probably the best part. You just got to feel the track, feel where the time is going to be, and what time they can make sure the setting's right. But obviously with park firmly on, It's a bit of bad luck if you haven't got your setup just as you like it at the minute.
So it's coming down the secondary straight now. This corner is horrendous. I can never get this corner right, but Jake seems to have got it spot on there from Tipsy Hobbit. Now this one as well.
There's only 3 people that's still in the pits.
That fast right has just gone through now. Absolutely amazing if you get it pinned. However, that is an area of the track where if guys get on the right-hand side on the curb, it's an automatic spinning curb. So yeah, Tipsy Hobbit now just coming down to the last turn. And we'll see what he can do on his first flying lap on the hards. Now horrendous corner to get right here, really heavy braking, right curb there, that's going to be a penalty zone for Tipsy Hobbit if, or any of the drivers that go out right.
Still got quite a few on the out laps as well, just starting.
What we'll do is though, James, if we see anyone on hot laps that are on mediums or softs, we'll go to them.
Yep.
That's alright, everybody.
Gasto 05 is on a hot lap now, on his mediums.
Right, so let us go to Gasto. Just one behind, there you go. So again, coming up to this section now, you'll just see him stick to the right, downhill braking. Does he catch it? Goes a little bit deep into that corner, not really what you want to see. Cold tyres though, cold brakes, going to be super difficult. So we do understand why he went deep there. DRS opens up, and then coming up to this uphill section now, coming up to that lovely right-hand swinging corner. This one here, that curb there, if you touch it, it's an auto spinner, so you won't see many drivers wanting to go anywhere near that curb today. Someone setting purple, was that Gasto setting purple in the middle sector there?
Flick through.
So provisional hot lap by Tipsy was 1:32.231. Oh, it's been beaten already. We missed Rib. So Gasto, he does set a fast lap. 1:29.153.
Yeah. Lipinski's on a soft lap, fast lap as well. I'm gonna check that out. Just coming across the line. But his fast lap.
1:28.085 on those softs, so yeah, he's done really well already to do that. Just on board with Ribbies 09, he's on the softs. He's down on his time actually, so no, he will not be the next one out. Just stick with Aaron, he's about to come across the line, we'll see what he can do for his banker lap. Yep, he goes 12th with that.
Jim Lagoon is on a soft lap. He's in the first sector now, and he sets in the first sector.
Found him, yeah.
28.2 for the first sector.
That's pretty rapid actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Let's hope he gets this one right. Looks very nice and smooth there.
Yeah.
Now the next one is obviously the dreaded downhill left turn. Heavy braking, does it looks bad? Yep, perfectly linked in there. Just gets the apex.
He's nailed that one.
Absolute clean there. It's turn 11 now. Just looked like he went a little bit wide there. Stays nice and away from that curb. Goes purple in sector 2. Relatively fast sector 3 because there's only there's only 2 corners to sector 3.
Yeah.
Effectively, apart from this little hidden one here.
Yeah. Overtake ERS, I'd say, down the straight.
Oh no, he's come in. He's actually come in then.
Ooh. She's got Allen's as well on there. That's a 1:29, goes 9th.
Wow.
Allen JS on hards. That's not a bad lap.
What else do you think? Jacob. No, he's coming in as well. Oh, looks like we had an off for Aaron. Oh no, I think he was getting out of the way of Matty. see what Matty does coming towards the end of sector 1. He's still on the hards though. Looks like he's his second hot lap on the hards, so these should be a little bit grippier. Yeah, he's well up, he's well up. He's 5 seconds up now, so... Oh no! Matty's gone! Oh, he just caught it. Great save from Matty, but he'll be aborting that lap. Well, that was a bit of a scary moment there, to be honest with you. Just coming out, I think it was turn 6 and 7.
Yeah. Yellow flag in sector 2. Just quickly flick through, see if I can find it.
See what Aaron does towards the end of sector 2, whether he's up or not. And the 2 corners to go. Not looking particularly fast though for Aaron J. Soon to see now if he's on a fast lap or not.
No, Ferocious Dan goes 30 on the hards. 3/10 up from his last lap, which is a good lap on hards.
So it just shows you that those hards are warming up big time. So I'd say, well, let's go back to... Who was I on with then? Aaron J, wasn't it? Because he's down on... You know, Aaron J's down actually. So let's see...
Yeah.
We got...
Tipsy Hobbit's out on the lap. He's just coming through sector 2 and on his set of hards, but I'm not quite sure I didn't catch it.
Yeah, he's down nearly a second though, mate.
Time.
Yeah, he's nearly down. He is down on his time though. I'm more interested about those medium and soft runners, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna anyone on hards in the top, I would imagine, are going to start dropping down when the medium and soft runners.
Yeah. So got Lipinski and Gasso is just starting a fast lap on softs.
Does TV come out with fresh hards? Wow, okay, that's interesting. So let's come back to TB. Let's see about Gasto.
Oh, he's run a bit wide there.
He did go a bit wide there, actually, yeah. He's set purple, though.
He's still down, yeah, he's still down 3/10 this time.
Come on, Jake.
What, 3/10 rather?
Here. Oh, went a bit wide there. Yellow flag. Oof, that was a late get out of the way there. Oh, no, I didn't compromise his time too much, but we'll soon see. Interesting line there, coming up to turn 11. Really riding the curve pretty much all the way down the straight of turn 11. Leaves his gears high there, going around turn 12. I think this could be this could slot in front of the fence here. Beautiful last turn there. It's going to be close, this. Just behind him. Just 2/10, let's call it. Who else we got now?
Lipinski's just come through sector 2, if you want to check that.
Ryan Mack, come across the line, he's 6. Oh, he's starting a fast lap now.
Yeah, Lipinski's up on his time as well, coming through sector 3, so he's still got pole at the minute.
He looks really fast through that last corner.
Yeah, ooh. But where Toro Rosso drivers go first.
No, he
did a 1:27.4.
Yeah, I missed that, but yeah, Lipinski did improve on his time, but wasn't enough to beat.
Yeah, I slipped through my radar as well. I was watching Lipinski.
I think Ryan Mack, Meg Luppy's just gone 8th on 5 lap-old hards. Is there anyone further on than Rymack in sector 2?
Clicking soon now. Rymack. Nope. Rymack's the last one, I think.
Perfect. So I think the next person behind that should be a 4 racing point. Yeah, Rymack's gone purple in sector 2. Coming down the back straight now, steaming towards turn 14. Tipsy Hobbit next,
coming through.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
so, just wait for Rymack to set a time on these mediums. I imagine it's going to be enough for P4. P4, brilliant, absolute brilliant from Rymack with a 1:28.522.
Tipsy's coming into the pits.
Right, okay. Who's next? Is that Meg Luckby next? He's going to come in the pits,
nope.
surely.
It's MJ Coop.
Nope. And he goes for well.
Yeah, it doesn't change position there.
Okay, looks like guys who's going to come in and put on their official race.
Last set,
yeah, their official race set by the looks of it.
Aaron's has just started a fast lap on his mediums.
Let's go for Aaron then. I wonder how many people are actually going to stay on the hards if they're in the top 10. I imagine we might see quite a few people doing late laps and maybe even backing out at the last minute.
Yeah, MJ Cooper just invalidated his lap going through.
It's a shame.
Yeah, sector 2.
I mean, MJ Cooper is one of the drivers in F2 that's running no assist, and Aaron J's backed out of his lap. That's a bit of a strange one. I'm not sure entirely why he backed out there, because he looked pretty good.
Yeah, Ferocious Dan is just coming through sector 2 on an out lap.
On an out lap?
Gasto is. Yeah. And Gasto's just come out of the pits on an out lap as well. JSP is sector 2. Doesn't look like he's going slow.
Yeah, he's let someone by, that's Sab by.
Yeah.
He's on an outlap as well, he's Sab. Jim the Goon, I think he's starting a hot lap now, isn't he? No. That must be Aaron J then. Right, so let's crack back on with Aaron J, because it looks like he's going to be the next person setting up a hot lap. Beautiful break in there from Aaron J. Links it up nicely, gets the power down. Going through turns 5 and 6. Now this tricky downhill section. Stays off the curb. Oh, that was close then. Did you see that?
Yeah, I'm right in on board.
Aaron J just coming down through turns 6 and 7. Just clips a little bit of the curb on the left. Save again with this one.
TB has spun it in sector 2.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, he's at his outlap though, so that should be too bad. As long as he's not taking too much out of those tyres. Stay on board with Aaron J as he comes through turns 11, 12 and 13. Let's see what he does, how close he gets to this curb. Oh, just clips it. Goes purple in sector 2.
My leaderboard is glitched, but Gasto's out on a soft. We can't quite get up to him. It's not letting me go up to Gasto in P3.
Come in.
He's on out lap.
Just try your triangle button a few times to kill all the telemetry and then bring it back on, mate, see if that works. As Aaron J comes across the line. Oh, goes 4th on the mediums. Unbelievable lap.
That's going to be when to go out. Look out.
Ferocious Dan just went 4th.
With
mediums. Unbelievable. Let's see who else we've got. TB, I believe, might be doing a fast lap. Yes, he goes. Well, he's starting a fast lap now.
And Gasto
just went. Oh wow! I was just about to say, is it Gasto next? Let's go with Sab, I believe, is next. Yes, he is. What can he do on those mediums? Oh, not bad from Sab. Slots into 9th place on those mediums.
Yeah, it's all quite close as well, from 6th to about 9th. It's all really, really close.
Yeah, it is.
Within a few tenths.
Yeah. Let's see who's first. Meg Luppy, I believe. So let's stick on board with Meg Luppy. Meg Luppy's in sector 1, James. See if there's anyone else in sector 2 or 3 that's on a hot lap, mate.
Tipsy Hobbit is on a fast lap, and so is TB.
Yep, so Tipsy Hobbit. Yep, so it'll be Tipsy, then TB, then MJ, then Meg Luppy. So just ride on board with Tipsy Hobbit. He went purple in sector 2. Just signed sector 3 now. Yellow flag in sector 1. Ooh, looks like we've got a McLaren. think he's just getting out of the way.
Lipinski is spun. Yeah. Nah.
Fortunate. So just on board with Tipsy Hobbit. See what he can do on those mediums, and he goes fifth on those. Then we'll go TB goes third. Wow. Then Meglupi.
Wow.
So yeah, TB and Tipsy Hobbit jump in the order, both on mediums. Gasto's splitting them on the softs. 1 minute 7 left in this qualifying session. If they've crossed the line, they can finish their hot lap. Oh, Mai just jumped up to 11th on mediums. Let's just see what Meglupi can do. Oh, 10th.
10th. Just.
If I was him, I'd be wishing someone could knock me off that 10 spots so I got some fresh tyres.
Yeah, you got Rimark on an outlap, but I'm not sure he's going to get past the line. Oh, he is. Now Rimark's on softs.
Let's hope he doesn't invalidate this. Now I think Lipinski, yeah, he's crossed the line, so he might be going for another fast
one last shot.
Yeah, Rimark's got purple in sectors 1. The slow twisty section now, just on the way down now through turns 6 and 7. Sorry, 9 and 10. Now coming down that middle back sector. Let's see if he straddles the curb. No, he stays off of it.
Jacob's got a bit wide there. That's the yellow flag in seconds.
Another purple sector. This could be a pole lap. He's gone purple sector 1, purple sector 2. Last fundamental braking zone, and he nails it. This could very well be pole. Oh, it's P2. Oh, personal best, but P2 for Rimark.
By 2,000ths of a second.
Wow, 2,000.
Almost identical.
That is actually faster than you can blink.
That
right,
knocks Lipinski down to third.
Rush is down. Yeah, they're all out. MJ Coop. MJ Coop's on the mediums. He's about to come across the last person at a set time. I might be anyway. Oh, MJ Coop goes 12th on those medium tyres. And it looks like everyone after that has finished their laps. That looks like it is your running order for this pre-season test of Invictus Racing League Formula 2 performance in Bahrain. Now, 4 drivers in the top 10 who decided to set fast laps on softs. The remainder, all the way back to R&J, out on mediums. And then after that, obviously, the drivers do get free tyre choice, providing they've not overused them, and they'll have fresh tyres. So it could be an advantage, but it's super hard to break the DRS here. Interesting to see exactly how many people can do on-track overtakes.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Right, so there you go, guys. That's your qualifying positions for the pre-season test. So we've got Fuki in 1, we've got Rimark in P2, we've got Lipinski in P3, TB in P4, we've got Gasto in P5, Rebies in 6, we've got Tipsy Hobbit in 7, Meglupi in 8th, we've got Ferocious Dan in 9th, we've also got Aaron J in 10th, we've got JSP in 11th, MJ Coop in 12th, Matty in 13th, Sab in 14th, Reshke in 15th, Jacob in 16th, Jim Laguna in 17th, and RG in the last place in 18th. Let's take a photograph of those for the admins. So interesting. I do imagine though the front guys on those softs are going to pretty much storm away into the lead. I don't know what you think, mate.
Yeah, it said around your softs do tend to last a little bit longer than some other tracks, maybe.
What do you reckon? 9 laps, 10 laps?
I'd say 10 laps.
Yeah, I would.
If you're good with your tyres, you know, if you like to push a little bit on the last 2 laps, of your stint, then maybe it'd be lap 8, lap 9 you pit in. But if you feel comfortable and you could do your tyres in lap 10.
I think it depends what fuel you're having as well. I mean, I know personally we've heard some ridiculous strategies from some drivers in esports. I mean, I think last night we had some guys doing +7 laps. So, I mean, that's going to kill your tyres if you're on soft. So, obviously, the lower fuel you have, the better it is for tyre wear. And obviously, if you're running rich in the first few laps, it puts so much pressure and so much torque through the rear wheel. The rears are going to be absolutely on fire. And we all know how much these softs like to overheat.
Yeah, and I've also seen the opposite done around here as well, where this you underfuel by like a lap or two.
Yeah, it is good on
by
fuel.
lap, as you say, if you're running lean for maybe 4 or 5 laps, you're back up on your optimal fuel anyway.
I know
so
we tried a very brave lightest fuel option when we were doing a few tests around here, didn't we? And didn't quite work, but you know, you got to try these things. So just waiting for all the drivers to get back in their cars after qualifying, make their way to the grid. Now, I love these night races. I think they look spectacular. I'd love to go to one.
You're not the only one.
I mean, imagine track temperature, even at night time round here, is going to be somewhere around the 30, 32 degrees. So still.
Oh yeah, it doesn't cool down at all.
No, so degradation and wear could be problems here.
Is everything alright? Because it's still taking a time.
Yeah. Should be. These things happen from time to time. But yeah, 15 glorious corners. 15 glorious opportunities of overtaking. Not that we're going to see much on the corners.
36 laps, is it maybe? I think.
Yes, I think it is, mate. This is very interesting.
So what do you think your predictions are for tonight then, Dan?
TB all the way, mate.
I know it's only pre-season at the minute, but you think TB?
Definitely, mate. All day long. Right, I think we may have to restart, guys. Bear with us, just while I'm communicating.
Yeah, if you guys in the stream that are watching, if want to give us your predictions as well, as soon as the stream's back up and running properly, seems to be a little bit of a glitch at the minute. We'd like to hear from you. So give us a comment in the chat who you think your top 3 are going to be, or even top 5 for the night, and we'll see how it goes. It's going to be an interesting race.
Yeah, do bear with us, guys. I think we may. Oh, actually, no. Looks like it's coming. We've got a few ticks coming here, James. So.
Yeah, looks good.
Looks like we're good to go, James.
Yep.
A bit of a nervous moment there. So yeah, Fuki in P1, just coming around turn 1 now. Then we've got Rymac in P2, Lipensky in P3, TB in P4, Gasto in P5. Watch out for Gasto. Oh! Incident on the turn 1 at the outlap. That was a bit of a strange one. However, yeah, looks like Ribby and Gasto had a bit of a contact on the formation up there. Very strange. Excuse me, guys. And then we've got Tipsy Hobbit in P7, Meglup in P8, Frustan in P9, Aaron J in the Ferrari in P10, JSP in the Silver Arrow in P11, MJ Coupe in that Red Bull in P12. Then we've got Matty in P13. We've got Sab in P14, Rescue in 15, Jacob in 16, Jim the Good in 17. Of course, RG in 18th, and then Mr. Steen in 19. And I believe Mr. Steen may have joined late. Got held up in the medical centre and the weighbridge. So there's a possibility he didn't have time to set his car up, or the engineers didn't have time to set the car up to the driver specifications. So be interested to see what Mr. Steen can do, if he can come from the back, or whether in fact he does stay there. But super interested to see that. I'm looking forward to find out exactly what can happen.
Yeah, with the default settings as well for the cars. I've done a few tests here, and they're not brilliant, but if you're a sensible enough driver, can get you around in decent time. So fingers crossed for Steen that he has got his setup correct. But if not, I don't think it'd be too much of a problem. But that could be the curse of the commentator.
Yeah, very well could be, yeah. So yeah, not long now, going around the last corner, getting ready to take up in their grid boxes. James, I don't know if you want to watch from where maybe for the first few corners. Shout out any incidents you see, mate.
Yeah, oh, we got a Haas off in formation lap.
Yeah, that's twice now. He went off at the beginning, I think it is.
Ribbies.
Yeah, it's rather strange. We did see a bit of a turn 1 incident, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll be watching from RNJS downwards, from P10 downwards, see if there's any incidents, or if we all get off cleanly.
Good stuff, mate. Right, just getting ready for green flags to be waved, and then there you go, green flags are waved. This means our 5 beautiful red lights are about to light up the concourse. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, 4 and 5 red lights. And they're out. Oh, beautiful start from TB. I imagine that he's going to actually get into turn 1 first.
Jim,
oh, no, we've got Lipinski's
off.
Lipinski is off. TB is up in the
mayhem in the first corner.
Tipsy Hobbit is up into P1. Oh, no. So we had major incidents there. A virtual safety car already. I believe that's going to be a full safety car. Maybe not. So Rimac, let's just put the positions up. Rimac is actually up. Rimac is actually up a position. Fuki's down a position, and again we've got TB and Gaston up positions. Tipsy Hobbit was the winner out of that. He's up 2 positions. So a couple of incidents there, just showing the getaway.
Mr. Steen was the better outcome here, and Jacob, with Mr. Steen going at 5 and Jacob going at 4 positions.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with Sab. It looked like he got sandwiched between 2 of the racers. I can't quite remember who it was. It may have been a Toro Rosso. Not sure what the left car was, but yeah, it looks like he just got a bit of a squeeze there, which is obviously dropped. Was it Sab or Lipinski? Yeah, it must be Lipinski. Sorry.
Yeah, Lipinski's dropped 16 places.
Yeah, so Lipinski getting in. We are back racing now, by the way, guys. It looks like Rimac, Fuki, and TB got great starts there, as Rimac actually sets the fastest sector so far. Looks like we've got Ferocious down all over the back of Tipsy Hobbit, and he moves to the right as he comes down the back straight towards turn 14. Who is going to be in the lead, and he's also got Aaron J nipping down his heels in that Ferrari. So as you see, Ferocious down just come up to the home finish straight now. Yeah, of course we have got the racing point of Tipsy Hobbit coming into the pit. He must have damage. We've got Ribby and Gaston going at it. Gaston's on the soft tyre, so obviously he is going to have the grippier tyre, but Ribby's is all over the back of him.
Got a little battle between Jacob, Mr. Steen and Matty at the back as well. 11, 12 and 13. Got a little train coming through sector 1.
I'm really intrigued to see whether Ribby's can actually get ahead of Gaston on those soft tyres, because he's all over the back of his gearbox. We've also got Fuki at the front as well. He's actually only half a second behind Rimac. It was up on Bobby Ribby's now, because he's going on the inside on Gaston. Not quite, but he's going to get DRS. Oh no, it's not activated yet, my apologies. He's going to pick up the slipstream though, try and get there before him. It's not quite long enough. He fakes to the left to try and make an early move to compromise his entry speed, but it may have paid off. He's just trying to keep out the dirty air, because you know what it's like when you're following drivers in the dirty air. You lose
especially around
bundles of traction, don't you?
Yep, and it's going to be difficult going through sector 3, especially when you're following, like you are now, from 10 down to 15 in the grid.
But yeah, we should have DRS activated now, James, at the end of this lap.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky. Maggie going down the inside. Mr. Steen. Ooh, it's a close one for 11, 12 and 13. Good bit of racing between the three. Mr. Steen, Jacoby and
Let's
Maggie.
go down to Sab, actually. Sab's doing alright, isn't he?
Yeah, there's a bundle of 3 or 4
cars. Bit of a three-way battle at the back here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant there from those guys. Mr. Steen, Reschke and Sab gets ahead of him. Can he? Oh, beautiful from Sab. Absolutely beautiful from Sab, who just went down the inside. Beautiful
Mr.
move
Steen
from
to come
Sab.
back through the DRS zone now. Stay close to through the next sector.
Got a four-way battle here at the front as well. We've got Rymac, Gasto, Ribs and TB all battling it out here. Just trying to catch, there's so many battles going, it's trying to catch where to go, James. It's so difficult.
Yeah, with the safety cars, well, it's all bunched everybody up, so it's basically starting from scratch again.
Yeah, it has, yeah.
Jacob and JSP changing places there through sector 2.
Just going to jump on board with Ferocious Dan here, actually. Wrong way. So I think he's close enough to the... Oh no! TB's in the pit. TB is in the pit. That's early. He must have picked up some damage. If you want to check TB in the pits, mate, let's see if that's a wing change for us, please, buddy.
Just coming in now. No, it's just a tyre change. Going to the hards.
That's early. That's very... Maybe he's just got stuck in traffic and thought, right, okay, let me put hards on and try and clear everyone with their pit. All right, maybe. Yeah, so let's remember that one. TB, lap 4. Hard tyres. 25 laps on
yeah,
that,
it's a strange strategy. Yeah, I don't know if it's... No, he's gone on to mediums. Sorry, it was a glitch on my screen.
So he's got mediums,
he's gone on
right,
to mediums.
Okay. He must have had damage, mate. He must have had some slight wing damage. And he's not changed his wing or something, but... Very strange. But anyway, let's see how that pans out.
Yeah, following him now is... I can't see any damage on him at all. Still got his end plates on his front wing. As Gasso picks up a 3-second time penalty.
I'm not entirely sure why he'd end up pitting like that if he's going to go on the same tyre. I genuinely don't understand that. Very interesting indeed. Anyway, back to this race. We've got Ferocious Dan, 3/10 or so behind Gasto. MJ Coop picking up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Let's just go with Reschke actually, because he's still battling it out with Mr. Steen.
Yeah, Mackie and JSP are looking close together, battling for that final point early on in the race as well. Mackie's picked up DRS. Can you get him done? Looking good. And yeah, easily. So
nice clean overtake from Matty there, but we have got JSP coming back at him, and he's also getting pressurised from Sab. So the only saving grace for Matty now is for Sab to put some serious pressure on JSP and stop this attack. So Sab's licking his lips here thinking, yeah, you guys crack on, I'm going to overtake both of you. Let's see if that happens.
Yeah.
Just looking down the order, Ferocious Dan. Let's have a look at Ferocious Dan very quickly. On the back of Gasto. Now Gasto, he's done 5 laps on those softs, so I imagine they're getting pretty warm.
Yep.
He's all over the back of him, he moves to the right, can do it around the outside. It looks like he's got it done. He's going to give a bit of elbows out.
It's difficult around here. It's difficult around this side.
He'd imagine on the inside, yeah, I think he's got it done now. That's
brilliant.
it.
Yeah, that's a
brilliant
move
from Ferocious Dan. But the next thing is, can he keep it sticked? Because he's on the back now, he's got his slipstream. He's going to make a move again, he's going to make a dive. No, he didn't. Sensible move there from Gaston, not diving down the inside.
Yeah, Sab is all over the back of JSP as well.
Yeah, let's go down. So I've been looking at this battle on the timing screens for a while now. brilliant from Sab. This could be a pretty straightforward move, I think. Oh no, JSP's got looks like he's going to make it down on the right hand side. Go down the inside. Oh, yep, just got his nose in front and spooked JSP a little bit. Oh, massive corner cut. Massive corner cut for JSP. And that may have been an illegal overtake because he gave it back. Yeah. Now, of course, in Invictus Racing League, we do have a full steward panel. If a driver has made a massive corner cut but the game doesn't pick it up, it can be looked at by the stewards.
Whoa! Meg Luckby's out.
What happened to Meg Luckby?
As I didn't catch it, but as I flicked over to see where he was, he'd spun out in sector 2, just before the hairpin.
Unfortunately for Meg Luckby, he was actually down 6 positions. Unfortunate stuff, but we are now on board with Mr. Steen, Reshka, GSP and Sab in a 4-way battle over the last couple of point scoring positions. We are only lap 6, we have still got a pretty long way to go. We're not even at the 3rd race distance yet. Anything you got, James? What are you spotting at the minute?
Not so much in content-wise, but I'm just looking at the tyres on Jacob. He's on hards and everybody else in the top 10, apart from JSP, and on mediums or softs.
Right, so Jacob...
So I may be thinking, could be biding his time a little bit, make sure everybody else gets a pit stop.
I mean, see, he's still got a stop, but I mean, we've still got TV and Tipsy Hobbit at the back. And they're on hards and mediums respectively. Now, as we just see Mr. Steen go wide and cut the corner. So that might be something to look at for the stewards. Lap 7, cut the corner, but didn't seem to get a penalty. It was a major corner cut, that actually. So yeah, I was just saying.
Jim Laguna into the DRS zone as well. Sorry.
Wow. No, you go, James, you go.
Yeah, I was just saying, Mr. Steen cutting the corners brought Jim Laguna into the DRS zone, so that'll be an interesting couple of laps. Mr. Steen, Jim Laguna, and Rishka as well, all within close proximity of each other.
I mean, the other thing too, Ribbies.
Yeah.
Looks like Ribbies must have had a electronics failure in his car, because we're not picking up his car on screen anymore. So that must be an electronics unit failure. Now, I'm just looking down the order, and there's some interesting strategy about to come to life here, because you've got Fuki, Rimac and Gastor all on the softs that are going to have to pit soon. Now, would you go hards, or would you try and extend these out to lap 9, lap 10, and then try a super set on mediums if it's possible?
Personally, myself, I don't think a one-stop from soft to mediums. You can do it. Yeah, as I say, the last 3 laps of mediums are going to be shot to bits.
I think it's doable in France. Definitely doable in France.
Yeah. But
sorry, break you off, James. We've got a lovely 3-way battle here now. Mr. Steen, JSP. Yeah, Mr. Steen, JSP and Reshka all battling this out as we just see Mr. Steen go to the right. Can he get on the inside? Yes, he can.
I hit the tyre.
Oh, lovely from Mr. Steen there.
And he's keeping up with Rishka on the mediums as well, which is good to see. Considering Mr. Steen come in, didn't do quality lap, so he didn't lock in his setup. So
yeah, we did say that at the start of the race, didn't we, that Mr. Steen might not have his engineer's best setup saved. So it looks like he's struggling under braking though, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Got Gasto really close behind Ribbies.
Yeah, and RNG's on the back of
him, yeah. See, I would imagine those medium tyres are just about in their right tyre life. Oh, big lock-up from RNG, which caused Gasto to lock up. Sorry, yeah, it was a bit lock-up from Ribbies that made RNG lock up.
Touching the wheels.
RNG's on the inside though. I think he's just backed out of it to be sure and safe.
Yeah, just to be sensible. So what do you think about the tyre situation with, obviously you've got massive car trains, everybody's in a close battle. What do you think about the tyres and the heat of the tyres? Do you reckon the mediums will last if you're following closely for for 4, 5, 6 laps.
Not if you're following closely, but I do think you can push these mediums a lot longer than most tracks.
Yeah.
I do think it's quite a smooth flowing circuit, and from what I remember, the tyre degradation wear isn't that bad round here. It is for softs, but it's not too bad for mediums and hards. Now, the only problem the guys have got now is when they're cutting these corners, or when they're going off the marble, picking up dirt on the tyres, and that's going to hinder them for a good quarter of a lap, maybe.
Yeah.
So I think it pays to keep it on track here. It really does.
Yeah, so with the softs pretty much coming to the end of their life now on lap 8, Roshan and Biz will be provisional first and second. Obviously with the undercut for the pit stop. Oh, there's a crash.
What we got, mate? What we got?
Right at the front.
Yeah, it's Rimac going off.
I don't know. He's going to punch her. Rimac's going to punch her. Punch her to wing damage.
How lucky is that though, just before the pit box? Wow.
He may be able to salvage this. He may even get points still.
He'll be on hard,
yeah.
Mate, definitely.
Yeah.
19 laps on medium's a bit much. Just let me know what it comes out on, buddy. Yeah, it's hard. It is hard for Rimac.
Yeah.
Unfortunate there for Rimac. Let's just see what we've got going on battles-wise. It's a quick look. So we've got Mr. Steen still battling away. Check on stops as well, just to remind ourselves. Yeah, Steen's still got to stop as well, remember. But I imagine he's going to go pretty far on those and then put a set of softs on at the end.
I'd say 22 laps.
Yeah, maybe.
That's reasonable, I'd say. 22 laps, then 8 laps of
going
softs.
hard on the softs, yep. I totally agree with it. Totally agree.
But he has got a bit of a battle then with JSP at the minute.
Oh, I thought Steen was going to go for an inside overtake on Reshka then.
Yeah, I did see. Just jumped on board as well.
Let's see what else.
This is the worst part of the track for following. Is sector 3.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
It's so fast going through the corners. Matty's up in 5th place now, considering he started towards the back.
Yeah, it's been a really good one. Rivers is setting a fast lap of the 1:31.503.
Good evening to one Mr. Jimbo Mancy.
Good evening, Jimbo. Welcome to the stream.
You've missed it all. We've had crashes, Jimbo. We've had safety car lap 2. But everything's gone on. Really good race so far. Really enjoying it.
So Jim the Gooner, 4/10 behind JSP. He's still got to pit yet. So it looks like they are going for it.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be close.
So when you've got 23 seconds around here for a pit stop.
Yeah, 23, 24 seconds.
Yeah. So let's just put leader times on for our viewers, just to make it aware. So yeah, if you're leading the race and you pit now, you will come out somewhere around TB. On fresh tyres, they've got to pit. So yeah, this is a definitive divide. Let's put the tyres back on. So the likes of Gasto, who's going to have to pit again. We've got the likes of Lipensky and RG, who could possibly go to the end. Have you got? No, they couldn't. I don't think that's a bit too much for those hards. So they're going to have to stop again. MJ Coupe, yeah, you'd be lucky to get the mediums to the end with what's been going on in MJ Coupe's situation. But I reckon if it had been going on mediums now, that'd have been all right. But he may have to stop again or go super lean. Oh, as we just see Jim the Gooner move to the right down the unfinished straight. He's going to arrive first at turn 1. I knew that was coming, that's why I stayed on Jim the Gooner. So, even tyres. Even tyres for these three though, mate. So we've got Mr. Steen, Jim the Gooner, and JSP all on level playing field.
Yeah, it's going to be. It says this, and everybody's still quite close together. There's not like nobody's really running away with the lead. You know what I mean?
In fact, let's just quickly go to Gasto, because he's pressurised on the back of TV. Don't think he's going to make this last though. See, Gaston's got to stop again. He's got to stop again, so...
Yeah, he's on softs. He's
I'm
doing
not
a
entirely
two-stop.
sure why he went onto softs though. He's going to go do, you know, medium, soft, mediums. Or is it? I'm trying to think if he started on softs.
It's a good little three-way battle with MJ Coupe, Rymark and RG at the back. They're 15th, 16th and 17th at the minute.
Yeah, it just looks like RG's struggling though, mate.
Yeah.
MJ Coupe's on a flyer though, isn't he?
Yeah, as you say, he may be looking to get DRS down his last home finish straight now.
18, 24 laps of medium. Yeah, I think MJ Coupe's going to have to stop again as well, but he is still in contention for points. Oh, just see RG going really super wide there behind MJ Coupe.
So Matty just coming in for another set of hards on.
MJ Coupe went a little bit wide out of the last turn. Oh! Major rear wheel spin there for MJ Coupe, but he still gets DRS.
TB's off. TB's off. Second one, TB's off. Turn 3.
Yep.
He's good. Yeah, he has burnt those tyres now with a... it's a shame.
Yeah, it is.
Such a shame.
It really is. But
That's
they are hards though. The hards, they do. Once you spin those rears up to the hards, they do tend to cool down relatively quickly.
Yeah.
Take ages to warm up, but cool down very quickly. So that is the saving grace of those hard tyres. Just jumping on board now with Jim the Gooner, who's done 12 laps on those hard tyres. He's trying to chase down Mr. Steen, who's now up at P4. Brilliant from Mr. Steen. Now, I would say Mr. Steen's definitely going to go lap 20, lap 21, then put on some soft. So I'd be super intrigued to see where Mr. Steen can finish.
Yeah, same as Jacob and Jim the Gooner, because they would probably be on the same strategy.
Yeah, I imagine
Jacob
they will
be first, yeah, Steen second, and Jim the Gooner third.
Oh, I was going to see Reshka. Reshka's made a move. Sorry, it was Mr. Steen on Reshka. Mr. Steen's now up at P2.
Second, nice.
Wow.
And Foki's come up into 5th. Foki's just done the fastest lap of the race with a 1:31.
Now, the one thing I will say about the hard tyres that Mr. Steen got on, we both know that those hard tyres, they come into their life once you get to about 40% wear, and they've been degraded a little bit. They get a bit looser, they get a bit grippier. So he's probably in the optimum tyre timeline for these tyres now, which is probably why he's making such headway. I mean, next up the line is Jacob, who's 5.5 seconds down the road, and this gap is falling. So let's just keep an eye on these at the front while we check out everyone else.
Yeah, and Mr. Steen is pushing. He's on overtake ERS. He's pushing. He's going.
Oh, we got Fuji. Fuji down the outside, almost off the track, coming down towards turn 11. Just coming down turns 12 now. Oh, they nearly touch. He's all over the back of Reshka. Reshka's obviously struggling for pace.
He's got him. He's got him. He's got
Reshka. Right
Reshka
side.
on the inside.
That brings in Jim the Gooner into play as well. Jim the Gooner's having a sniff as well.
It's going to be a little bit more difficult for Jim because obviously hard tyres. I don't think he's going to get the traction out of the corners as much.
And Reshka's in the pits. Yep, he's in the pits.
Yeah, I'll see what he comes out on.
He's going to have to be mediums, mate. No, sorry, softs or hards even. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on hards.
I would seriously want to absolutely pound those hards now. You need to get them working. So he's going to have to... Yeah. I hope he was fuel saving. That's why his pace was off, because he wants to go rich and get those tyres on fire quickly as possible. Right, let's just look down.
Sab's going to be into TB for 11th. So TB, Sab and Tipsy Hobbit all in.
TB down the inside, keeps it clean. Just about, yep. Oof. So Sab staying in the lead there. Now we have got the racing points of Tipsy and TB. Now, can Tipsy overtake his teammate? Interesting battle between these three, actually.
Yeah.
Now, Tipsy's on,
Tipsy's
on hards, TB's on mediums. Yeah. Now, would team order come to affect teams? Only TB's he's going to have to pit. He can't hit those. Oh, just see TB going really
just went
wide.
A bit wide. Yeah.
Now, is Tipsy Hobbit going to make this into the last turn? So he's got the back straight now. He'll have DRS. Well, they all will, actually, I think.
Yeah, because Sab will get it off Mackie.
Yeah, he didn't open.
Oh, will he? No. He's just outside it.
Yeah, that's really strange. I'm not sure why Tipsy Hobbit didn't get DRS, because he was well within that 1 second.
Yeah. Maybe have a problem with DRS.
TB moves to the right again. Sab goes around the outside. Keeps the inside line for the next corner. So yeah, looks like Sab's got that corner down.
Yeah. Tipsy Hobbit's got the DRS this time, so...
Oh, TB goes for a dive bomb on Sab. It doesn't pay off.
No, and
that's let Tipsy Hobbit through. So Jake's through now on his teammate. So yeah, I think that was a given. I won't be surprised if we see Tipsy Hobbit overtake Sab now, because we know what Jake's like for overtakes.
Yeah.
When he's not trying to spot things at the side of the track.
Ooh, he wants to be careful, almost going to the back of Sab.
That was close to the back of Sab's car there.
I had visions of an end pit coming up then. Yeah, so everything seems to be quite settled at the top.
It
top
does
five,
actually, yeah, I've been looking at that now.
Yeah. Just looking at the times, everybody's out of the DRS zones of each other.
Oh, Steen, 5 second time penalty. Speed in the pit lane. Steen's in, he's in with fresh tyres.
Oh, they double stacked. Jacob and Steen are double stacked.
No.
Yeah.
Boys, come on.
Steen's were on the mediums. Jacob's over on the mediums as well.
Now, this is what I've said before, James, about communicating with your teammate. To avoid with Tipsy Hobbit, can he make it? No, not yet, but I think it's inevitable. Yeah, I've always said it really does pay to be linked to each driver and your teammate by a headset and by radio, just for those specific situations. I mean, double stacking, you lose something like 11 seconds if you're behind. If you're the second person, you know, you get stationary, you've got to do the 2 seconds pit stop.
Yeah.
Plus they got to go get the tyres, then back again. If you've got a wing change, it could be.
I was going to say, yeah,
15 seconds, you know.
So just looking at Gaston now with the softs. Where do you think he's going to come out? He's going to be pitting in the next 2 laps.
No, I reckon he'll do a bit more. He'll probably do. I'm just trying to think. I'm sure Gaston started on softs, so he's going to have to go mediums. If that's the case, he needs to pit now, because these softs are only going to degrade more.
Did we say 24 seconds for a pit stop?
I think it's a little bit less actually. I think it's 21. Because it's simple exit, simple entry. So, and there you go, Jim Laguna. Watch Jim Laguna now, mate. If you watch Jim Laguna, he's just pitted now.
Yeah, I got him. See how long it takes.
Tipsy Hobbit, is he going to get to turn 1 before Sab? Is Sab going to move over? No, he stays there, don't fight it. I think Tipsy was going to drive him out a little bit wide. Yes, he does.
23 seconds.
Oh, Sab's gone! No! They had a bit of a tiny tyre touch, and it actually spans Sab a little bit onto the dirt. Sab's now down in P8.
MJ Coupe speeding in the pit lane. Apparently.
So it looked like, as Sab was on the outside, I think Jake went to go further out. Sab tried to undercut him, but then it did kind of look like Tipsy kind of came back off the curb, and there may have been a little bit of accidental tyre banging. I don't think there's any maliciousness involved. I think it's just a racing incident. But that's for the stewards, if it's raised to the stewards. So very unfortunate for Sab. Oh, yeah. No. Right, so there you go. That's just opened it up. So Tipsy Hobbit, if he pits now, he's going to bang on a set of softs, I bet. Tipsy Hobbit will put softs on. Now, will Fuki come into the pits? Yes, he is. Fuki, he'll be on softs, I bet. Will Ryby take track position?
Biz is in the pits as well.
Biz is in as well. Ferocious Dan. I imagine they all will. The only person who might not is Jacob on the fresh mediums. He might stay out. Yep, pits again. Aaron J pit. Matty, just waiting for him to come around the last turn. What's he going to do? He's on 5-lap old hards. Is he going to take track position? Yes, it is track position. Tipsy Orbit is in. Jacob is going to stay out.
Jacobs.
Knew he would.
Yeah,
Sab's coming in for softs. Breska staying out for track position. Jim the Gooner
Jacob fourth.
Staying out. Sab's in, obviously, yeah. Mr. Steen staying out. Gasto staying out. RG's gone in.
Tipsy's for mediums on.
Wow.
So now Marky stayed out on hard.
I know, this is interesting.
That's a strange one.
I'm just going to give everyone a rundown now. Now, I don't even know what this safety car was for. Was it for TB? That was 13 laps, no. Must be for Sab spinning.
Yeah, because Guppy went...
Sab. Go on, James.
I was saying, McGuppy went out laps before, about 5-6 laps before the safety car. So... Whether
it must be Sab, mate. It must be
Sab and TB.
Yeah. So, bit of an unfortunate one, having the safety car out so late in the race. 10 laps to go. Now the saving grace of a few drivers here. Let's mention a few. Right back, Lepodowski, MJ Coupe, as we just put on board the position change for you. There you go. So Rymack and Lopensky, or Lopensky, should I say? They've down both 13 positions. Now, if they're both on softs, they could maybe jump to around about Gasto if they do it right. If the safety car comes in the next one lap. Highly unlikely though, but we'll see. We'll soon see. Let's put the tyres back on for everyone. So yeah, Matty, I think he needs to be weaving more than that. He needs to keep those hards fumingly hot. I would literally, if I was on those hards, I would constantly left, right. I don't know about you, James. What do you think?
Yeah, left, right. Keep everything in lean until the safety car comes in and rip everything up.
Yeah.
Per fuel max.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. I agree. Totally agree with that. Reebies, medium fresh, in really good contention for a podium here. Jacob, doing very well. So
another one. Yeah.
I think your podium sitters might be chosen there with Fuki, Rybes and Jacob, definitely. But the only one to watch out for, Jim Laguna. Yeah, Jim Laguna and Ferocious Dan. I think Rishka's, he's going to end up losing about 3 or 4 positions. I don't know how accurate that is. What do you think about that? He's on hards, mate.
It's difficult again. We both know how good the hards can be.
But he's only on they're only 5 lap old though, and he's behind the safety car now.
Yeah.
I mean, if we just nip to Rishka, I'd be weaving now. I would be weaving now to keep these hards hot.
It's the same as Matty. He'd be weaving, or he'd just come into a corner. But I'd be weaving as well.
I'd be constantly weaving. I really would as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim the Gooner.
It's going to be difficult, man.
He's in for a good one. He's going to jump Reshka within about 4 corners, I reckon.
Yeah.
I really do.
If you guys are watching the stream, give you predictions as well. You know, just to liven things up a bit. See who you think will be sitting on the podium with this late safety car.
Oh, Matty's overtaking Rippies under the safety car. What was that all about?
I don't know if it was just a late braking point.
Maybe.
I just went in front of him slightly.
I think Rippies is getting a little close to these guys here.
Yeah, I was going to say he's
see, they'll get the notification now. If the safety car's coming in, the notification will come around at the end of sector 2.
There you are, safety car in this lap.
Safety car is in, guys. Right, okay. So, James, I'm going to watch from P4, P5 to get the front group. If you want to try and do some spotting from the, I don't know, 10, 11 maybe?
Yeah. backing it up nice and sensibly. When do you think he's going to go? When do you think Fuki's going to go?
Right before the entry point at the last turn. Oh no, it looks like he's gone already, mate.
He's gone, everybody's got a safe getaway as well. There's no damage on any of the
really
back
well,
runners.
mate. He timed that really well, but we've also got Reeves on the back of Matty. He goes to the right hand side down the home finish straight towards turn 1. He's on the inside. Is he going to make it through clean? Yes, he is. Push him out wide. Yep, so that is Reeves up 1 position. The next is Jacob, I think, will attack onto the back of Matty. Those hard tyres, I knew it, that you don't have the braking, you don't have the acceleration.
Nah, Mr. Steen, he's pushed out wide. Gasto, Mr. Steen coming together there a little bit.
There's massive gaps there between, is it Aaron J?
And Gasto.
Gasto, yeah. Look at the
Gasto
gap.
Spun.
Look at the
Yeah, I
gap
don't know
between
if
Gasto.
Gasto. Yeah, I don't know if Gasto had spun. I was watching Tipsy and Sab going at it, as they have been all race, which has actually really been a good battle in my eyes.
Jacob in the back of Matty as we come through turns 11, 12 and 13 through that twisty section. This is where it all counts. MJ Cook, 3-second time penalty. Now Jacob will have superior traction coming out of the last corner. Just coming down to that now. I'm intrigued. We're going to have to
Tipsy on it, 10-second time penalty.
Yeah, he's on hot lap, is Jacob.
Oh.
Who was
Yeah.
10-second time penalty, mate?
Oh, he's spun, he's last. Oh,
Wow.
don't do that, Jacob.
So
Tipsy's
Jake
no need to do
spun.
that. Yeah.
As we're on board with Jacob, he's going to make it down the inside on turn 1. Yes, he is. He's through. Oh, he's gone wide. He's took it wide. He locked his brake. Oh, it looks like he's going there. Yeah, he's just managed to keep it clean. But Matty's back on the inside. Tipsy Hobbit, 10-second time penalties, exceed track limits. As we're seeing Jacob and Matty battling it out now. Matty's back down the inside. So Jacob is back behind him, but here comes again. The traction of Jacob is absolutely phenomenal compared to Matty. As they do a little bit of a touch. Little bit of a touch. As we're losing Tipsy Hobbit, he's hanging up the helmet for today. Saving the engine for...
Yeah, he's done the right thing. He's retired in a pit. He's done the right thing.
That is correct. Now, yeah, Jacob has now got in front, and I think he's going to start making
It's
a break
yellow
for
in
it.
sector 2. Rishka has spun.
Is that RG? Sorry. Was that RG spinning, James?
No, Rishka.
Rishka.
In
Sorry, mate.
P16, yeah.
Now we've still got Fuki in the front, leading this race. Now we've got 7 laps to go, James. I don't know if you want to just quickly check our front runners for penalties.
Yeah,
so
will do.
Fuki, Reeves, Jacob, and Matty, and I think you may as well do Ferocious Dan. DRS is now
Fuki's got
activated.
5. Fuki and Biz has got
Oh, missed
5
Ferocious
seconds.
Dan.
Jacob
Dan
hasn't
getting
got
ahead of
any.
Matty.
Oh, he has. Jacob got a 5. Ferocious Dan hasn't got any warnings or penalties.
Wow. And he's just
So I
got in
think
front
Ferocious
of Matty
Dan
as
might
well.
be-
He's on softs in front of Matty. He's only 1.2 seconds behind Jacob. As we just see, Jim Laguna, Matty's getting eaten alive. I was right about these hards. As Mr. Steen comes in the
Yeah, he
pit.
should have been weaving. Yeah, he
Yeah,
should have been weaving. Oh,
You've
yeah,
got-
in sector 3.
You've
Ferocious
got
Dan's out. Ferocious Dan gone.
No.
Ferocious Dan has spun. Oh. That's devastating.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Let's put it behind MJ Coupe.
Oh,
So
Ferocious Dan.
that's taken.
now.
I bet he's crying inside that helmet of his.
Oh, I would be too, mate. He was on for a really good finish there as well. Let's just double check where he started. Yeah, he started 10th. 9th or 10th. And he was up to
I
like...
bet he's kicking
oh,
himself.
I'm absolutely gutted for him as we just see Reeves try and make a move on the back of Fuki. Can he get to turn 1 in front? Oh! Sorry about that outburst. I thought Reebies had got it in then. Oh, I do apologise about that outburst. But yeah, looks like these two are going to go hammer and tongue towards the end. They've only got 5 laps remaining of this pre-season test. In the background, you're seeing Matty again getting attacked by Jim the Goon and Aaron J.
Just going to check the penalties as well for Jim the Goon. It's to see 3-second penalty there.
So this midfield front pack, they're still going hammer and tongue here. There could be 4 or 5 changes by the end of this race. So let's just see exactly what happens here. Just on board with Gasto, getting really close to the back of Aaron J. Aaron J chasing down his teammate Jim the Gooner. Come to that heavy braking zone of turn 10. And Jim the Gooner.
As it stands, Aaron will jump in front of Jim the Gooner. Aaron's had a clean race with no penalties at all.
Wow, brilliant racing from Aaron J then. He's up 4 positions from, looks like P10. So yeah, Froshidan must have started P9 then.
Yeah, Meg, it's been a brilliant battle. Just seeing your post on the stream now. And to be honest with you, in my opinion, all the drivers have had a really good race. Unfortunately, we've lost 4 drivers, but again, I don't think it was intentional, and it's been a really close race for all the drivers. But yeah, it was good.
I mean, James, I'm quite surprised at the amount of penalties we haven't had. I mean, I've said this before, F2 love getting penalties, but there's not been as many as we normally see in Formula 2, which is quite interesting and quite good to see from the guys.
Yeah, especially with the likes of Aaron's, he hadn't even had a warning for corner cutting or anything like that. I looked on his incident sheet and he was just completely clean.
Yeah.
So that tells you that everybody's brushing up, you know, practice, like we discussed earlier. People practice, people are just going to be reading off at times, knowing the track limits, and it makes for a really good race. It makes for a really good event, you know. It's.
Yeah. I mean, I think we missed this,
He's really struggling on these hards.
Reebies is ahead of Fuki. He actually got ahead while we were talking.
He's also pulled a 1 second gap. Yeah. And he's pulled a 1 second. Wow.
Definitely wow. But yeah, Matty, I'm surprised at Matty. He's still held off those Ferraris. So obviously the battling, the pressurisation on those hard tyres, it's warmed them up and they've brought them back into life.
G is spun.
Oh no. He's at the back though. It was at a point, so now Reebies is totally going for it. 1 minute 30.143 on those tyres that he's on now.
He's almost as if he just had an extra button on his steering wheel.
Yeah.
DEFCON 1. I'll just press that, see what it does.
Yeah, what's that red button in your steering wheel? Let's press that and see what happens there. Yeah.
Rocket fuel.
Now look at that though. Look how close it is at the back there. We've got Rymac, Jim the Goon and Rymac swapping places. Rymac on the soft tyres. He's already done 7 laps on those. They're going to be warm, but they're going to be grippy.
Yeah.
Remind ourselves where Rymac started. Rymac started, oh wow, 14th.
Yes, you'd be happy with 8th.
I thought
he's
he would
all
be
over
as
back
well.
of Jim. Oh, Jim!
Oh, the Ferrari and Jim Bulger and Rymac
close.
coming close there.
Yeah. Wow, this has been really good racing tonight. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's really good. But yeah, I mean, it's not over yet. We've still got another 3 laps to go, James.
I don't want it to stop, Dan.
No, I don't.
It's been brilliant.
There you go. Next season, 100% race distance.
Yeah. Going to be here for 3 hours.
But yeah, I'm not sure my throat would last 3 hours with some of these races, mate.
Oh, Sab is gone.
No, Sab! Oh, we had such high hopes for you today. I mean, I must admit, Sab had that unfortunate spin with Tipsy Hobbit. Which, I mean, Sab was in for a really good result, actually. And coming to the back of last season, I think, you know, Sab had a bit of a difficult season in Season 9. And judging by his form at the start of this race, it was like a new reformed Sab. So I'll be intrigued to see exactly what happens at race 1.
Yeah, and Porsche Stan just taken 2 places from NG Coupe and JSP through one corner.
Right, Michael Jim Laguna down the inside. Ah! What? He dive bombed. He tried to dive bomb on Jim Laguna. Locked his front left tyre on the mid pack of the engine. Yeah, I think that was totally self-inflicted. It was brave to go for it, but yeah, totally wrong time, wrong place. And now he's going to try and
he's still running though.
Yeah. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek that. We don't like that in Invictus. It's not. There's very strict rules on dive bombing.
I understand that, yeah.
If you dive bomb, it's got to be clean. You know, making these late moves, by all means go for it, but it's got to be clean. So right, let's try and find some battles now, James. We've got Matty.
NG Coupe, JSP and Rimac still.
Let's just revisit Matty for a second, because he's now within 8/10 of Aaron J. And I know Aaron J has overtook him, but I would expect Aaron J to have been much further afield than he is already.
Maybe those tyres have come back into play. Obviously with the safety car they lost all the temperature and all the heat. After a few laps again, what's it been? 4 laps, 5 laps since the safety car?
Yeah, but I mean, again he's on his 15-lap-old hards against Aaron J's 9-lap-old mediums. I wouldn't have thought it'd be possible to keep up with him, but he is getting pressure now by Gastor.
Yeah. And saying this, Aaron J was just harvesting a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. You could be right, buddy. I'll take back what I said about Matty, because I said during the safety car, I said that Matty's going to get jumped by about 3 or 4 people. He's not. He's been jumped by 2. Is it 2 or 1?
He was second.
Right. So, okay, so 3. But he's defending well now.
Yeah.
I might have been right with the 3 or 4 positions then, but. We did call it though. We did say he'd lose positions on those hards because he wasn't warming them up.
Yeah, but credit to him, he's giving it like you said. He's trying. You know, and you can see that he's doing it fairly and cleanly. It's not as if he's like all over the place and switching, movement with the braking. He's sticking to
29 laps now. I'm going to go to our front runner.
Yep, I'll go down towards the back and see if there's any troubles.
So we got Rybies up at the front now, starting lap 29 of lap 29. He started in 6th. He's done a 2-stop. We got Jacob. I must admit, James, Jacob's done a 1-stop, which surely 1-stop to get on the podium.
You've got to be fast, especially around here.
I mean, position change. Jacob's up 13 positions, mate. He started 16th and he's done 1 stop.
Madness.
That's got to be driver of the day.
I was going to say, yeah.
Either Jacob or Jim Laguna, and I'm going to go Jacob for driver of the day.
Just because he's on the podium, I think I'd agree with it. I'd even agree with Jim Laguna as well. Yeah. Outstanding races from them as well. I mean, Marty's come down the order now. He's back into 7th.
See, he's getting. It looks like the medium tyres have just kind of won over the hards.
Yeah.
See, personally, I'd have come in under that safety car. I would have done. I'd have come under that safety car and put on some mediums or some softs or something.
Yeah. The thing is, it's a gamble, isn't it? Ooh, sector 2's gone
As
off.
we just watched Freebies come across the line in P1, and we're going to watch Freebies come across in P2, and then Jacob. Does he keep P3 as he comes across the line? I think he will. Yes, he does. Aaron J. Going to take the P4 position. Yes, so the podium positions are locked in. Jim Laguna jumps. We had some changes. Aaron J jumps to 4th. Matty jumps to 5th. Ferocious Stanley's in 6th. Jim Laguna drops down to 7th. We've got GSP in 8th, and then we've got Rimac in 9th, Gastor in P10, Lupensky in P11, RG in 12th, Reshka in 13th, and MJ Coupe bringing up the last position in 14th. Now, we had some ferocious changes towards the end there. I don't think MJ Coupe's very happy there. But, what a race, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Great pre-season test for Invictus Racing League, Formula 2 Equal Performance. That's just a slight taste of what you've got to come for the new season. Season X, which is, of course, Season 10 for Invictus. Wow, there you go. There's your podium finishes, guys. So, James, if you want to do us the honours and get the guys into the podium interview box, that would be fantastic, mate.
Yeah, will do.
Absolute unbelievable race. Gutted about the safety car coming out. I know we all cried out for the safety car change, but I think sometimes it's not wanted. Anyway, guys, thoroughly enjoyed that. So just running down the order now, we've got Reebies in P1 finishing across the line. We've got Fuki in P2. We've got Jacob in 3. We've got Aaron J in 4. We've got Matty in 5. Phenomenal race for Matty. And Jacob 16th to 3rd. Excuse me, guys. We've got Ferocious Dan in 6th. We've got Jim Laguna in 7th, up from 17th. Fantastic for Jim Laguna. GSP up from 11 places, up from 11th to 8th place. We've got Rymax starting 2nd place, dropping down to 9th. We've got Gasto started 5th, up into 10th. Lipensky, who started 3rd, down to 11th. RG started 18th, up into 12th. We've got Reshka in P13. And we've got MJ Coop in 14th. Can't believe how many people jumped positions from the back to the front and front to the back. It's almost like the field got flipped on its head. So yeah, unbelievable. But I thoroughly enjoyed that, guys. Absolute fantastic race. We're just going to wait now to see if we get our podium sitters into the comms box for the interviews. It's always great hearing from the drivers.
Yeah, we've got Arbiz and Jacob in.
Ah, fantastic. And looks like, yeah, Jacob is in there. Okay, if you just bear with us, guys. We'll be set, guys. So,
what a tough race. What a tough race.
Just bear with us, guys. I'm just sorting something out. Right, congratulations to our podium sitters. James, would you like the honours of giving the winner of the race the congratulations and first questions?
Yeah, so first off, congratulations. And
Thank you.
Yeah, what did you think you get the win? Or was it more than you expected? Or?
It was more than I expected. I didn't really think I would get the win, to be honest. As soon as I done my mediums lap on the quali, I thought I'd be racing TB for at least a podium.
So
yeah, so I was thinking, I might be racing TV, but it was actually a hard race because at first I disconnected as well. So I had to fight my way back to the front, and that safety car kind of helped me, but also I had a 5-second penalty.
So is that what happened earlier in the race? You disconnected? Was that what it was?
Yeah, I disconnected.
Ah, that explains it, mate. Okay, cool. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Now, coming into the new season, mate. Obviously, you're new to Invictus, aren't you?
Yeah.
Good. Well, it's good to have you here, mate. F2 is a brilliant league, but you're going to really enjoy it. However, judging from tonight, do you think you've got a chance of the championship next season?
Ooh, it's too early to say, but it's the first race. I would say maybe not. We have to see until the season progresses.
Okay, cool.
Today is my debut day, so we'll see what happens when the races come by. But at the end of the day, I still enjoyed it. It was a very good race.
Good stuff, mate. Right, well, before we move on to the next person, I just want to really quickly, let's have a quick 10 seconds, tell our viewers who you are, where you're from, and what setup you're racing with.
My full name's Ross. I'm from London, Southeast London, and the setup I was using was a time trial setup that I made myself, 2 hours ago.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, roughly.
Brilliant.
Okay.
2 hours.
Are you pad or wheel?
A pad.
Fantastic. Right. Reebies, thank you very much. Congratulations on your first win
Thank
for
you very
Invictus.
much.
Should be proud of yourself, mate. So yeah, we'll see you next week for the first race of the season, mate.
Thank you very much.
No worries, buddy. Now on to. I apologise if I've been pronouncing this incorrectly. I was saying Fuki in the race. What is your name, buddy? Do we have Fuki, James?
I did send an invite.
Okay, no worries. We'll come back to Fuki. Jacob, how you doing, Jacob?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Mate, I'm more than excited to see you come from from pretty much the back, wasn't it?
Yeah, crap qualifying.
P3. Yeah, but mate, that was an amazing race. That I'm genuinely astounded by that. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, especially from lap 1. I don't know how I didn't get any wing damage, because I was on the inside. I think we were 4 wide in turn 1 just to get the position after the virtual safety car. And then I got a bullshit 5-second penalty for barely scratching Sab. Oh, sorry. I got a 5-second penalty for scratching Sab, and then I had to take it in the pits. And then, unluckily, Mr. Steen came in the pits at the same time as me, and he was the Renault, so that ruined his race, unfortunately. But I had some good pace on the medium, and yeah, I probably could have challenged for second, but I thought podium was more than enough.
Oh, it's brilliant, mate. We thoroughly enjoyed watching it. Now, obviously, before we let you go, mate, coming into the new season, what's your championship hopes like? Are you feeling favourable, or are you going to try and take the fight to TB?
I mean, I removed all this, so I'm not expecting to challenge for the to win the league, but I mean, top 3, I would say.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely.
Well, we heard it from the horse's mouth, top 3. So, Jacob, thank you very much for joining us in the interview podiums. Lovely seeing you on the podium so soon. Wish you all the best of luck for the upcoming season, mate.
Thank you.
No worries, buddy. See you soon, pal. Now, do we have Fuki on the podium interviews?
No, I'm still looking for him. I've invited him once.
That's not a problem, mate. Might not have an headset, mate. We'll leave it there, James.
Yep.
So, yeah, guys, that was Season 10 Invictus Racing League Formula 2 Equal Performance. Super exciting race. Obviously, James and I new to working together. We'll try and iron out the kinks before the opening round 1 of, remind me, James, Japan, Suzuka. Land of the Rising Sun is next Wednesday for Formula 2 Performance. James, I want to thank you very much for joining me, mate. It's been a pleasure working with you today.
Pleasure's all yours, but
You're too kind. But yeah, guys, if you've missed out on the action this week, we have had numerous races. On Monday night, we had the Formula 1 League, which was formerly the No Assist League. So if you missed it, get onto our YouTube channel, Invictus Racing League, and check it out. And of course, on Tuesday, we had the Realistic Performance. And tonight, we've had the siblings of F3 and F2 that happened side by side. So if you've been watching F2 tonight, please go back and watch F3. If you've been watching F3 and you're now watching F2, thanks for joining us. But other than that, guys, join us tomorrow for the Invictus Racing League Paddock Show by myself and Warislander, where we'll be running through what happened this week, the new track on the new season, and of course the hot laps, where we pitch some of our Invictus Racing League drivers against each other to try and set hot laps. So it'd be interesting to have you there. Come and join us for this new segment. Again, James, thanks for joining us. Guys, thank you again for joining us. Now hit that bell on the right hand side, that subscribe button. It'll notify you every time Invictus Racing League goes live. Get involved with social media. We are on Twitter and Invictus IRL. We are also on Facebook. Please, guys, get involved. Get immersed in the action, and let's make Season 10 absolutely fantastic. So, James, thanks again, mate. And everyone else, we will see you next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for all the action. Good night, guys, and thank you.
Good night.